How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end.
So, hello. This is Maxtor, and welcome back to now Biomutant. I was expecting this game actually. I haven't heard about reviews and anything. We didn't have actually a week or 3 weeks actually as the other YouTubers. So we're gonna go blind on this one. And as in usual fashion, we don't do what YouTubers do. So we don't play just the story, we play everything. So, and this is not going to be an exception. I'm going to aim to play 100% on this one. So that means all collectibles, all circuits, all everything, all trophies, as much as we can. So we are not going to play just the story. So bear that in mind. It's going to be a slow burn and we're going to have fun, which is what the games are for, and not just intended to rush them and finish it in 1 hour. They say actually the story is around 10 hours, 15 hours, and if you do everything else is 60. But as we play it, I think it's going to be 80, 100 hours easy. So that's going to give us something to do. Actually, while we're on the side, we're playing NBA and we're waiting for other titles as well. I'm playing Outriders as well to finish at my second or third character, but it's hard to get repetitive, so I prefer to do something more fresh than this one, which is right on my alley. It's all about exploration. It's all about actually collecting stuff and explore rather than shooting and doing stuff. So it's RPG, big map, exploration all the way, and tricks and treats actually along the way, including trophies and whatever you can find. So yeah, I'm gonna probably spend most of the time actually playing rather than talking, but yeah, should be all right. So welcome. This is Biomutant.
Welcome to Biomutant.
Just checking some settings here. Enemy indicators, everything on. We are kind of field of view a little bit greater. Camera shake. No, we don't want that. We'll adjust as we go. I'm as I said, preferring the exploration rather than the shoot pew. So I'm not even concerned about that. Music, I'm gonna turn that a little bit. I don't want DMCs or whatever. Narrator 50, we should be okay. Video and yep, accessibility. Why bother? And subtitle sizes, okay. Yeah, we should be okay. We're gonna play. Oh, you can play easy if you want to do 100%. Oh, let's try it normal.
Encode your DNA.
Or character creation. Question is, are we gonna go through? Oh, they say it doesn't matter because still you're gonna do everything. So, sure.
Define your genetic structure.
I want to be more agile and kinetic.
Choose a genetic resilience. Choose
Yeah,
your
I don't
first
care about
style.
that. Colors.
Pick your main color.
Yeah,
Choose your
reddish
detail color.
and reddish with white is
Pick
fine.
a class.
Now, question mark.
Commando.
Do we go?
Psy-freak.
The problem with this sentence is we're still gonna shoot a lot.
Sentinel. Deadeye. Psy-freak.
Yeah, let's do
Psy-freak
Psy-freak.
chosen.
Confirm. Let's do it.
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun.
Yeah, we have brightness issues now.
We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Yes.
Can't believe you'd choose that thing over me. But I'll be here waiting for you when you have a change of heart.
That thing? I'm right here. Let me remind you, we're two halves of the same. With the difference being I'm the better half.
Better half. My way is both better and brighter. Light makes it easier to see the best end.
The best end is the one you decide yourself, and it seems we're headed in the right direction.
So,
Guess left can be right sometimes.
it's going to be a lot of
Stories
investigation
of
here.
death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
I noticed a problem with the camera immediately. It's kind of a bit tricky.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. Great shot. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Halfway there. Dead. Well placed. Every little bit helps. toughened up. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Logs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Your key energy is too low. One hand after the other. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. You lack key energy for that. Itchy trigger finger. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. How Lupa Lupin somehow left you alive after his raid on the old village. He must have had a purpose with that. The question is, what? There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. The impending threat of the World Eaters bringing down the Tree of Life is ever so close. He also worries about the Jagni tribe that's actively working for a doomsday and purging of the world. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree. Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. Magic? He claims it's just the force of life, the existence of energy, powering and connecting all things living, like the Nono. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding. You've found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life and start giving back to nature. It'll be the heart of the land. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy. You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree. They're hiding in the glitter grass that mostly grows deep inside damp caves, where they draw mineral from the natural rock. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree. Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that the records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the second coming, and our lineage. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majute, and the Goo Glide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
That's it, my friends. That was the intro to the game. And we got one trophy, and we're going to continue in the next episode. I hope you like it. If you do so, you know what to do. Just let me know in the comments below what you want to see. And otherwise, let's take the world. We're going to do all collectibles, all side missions, main missions, and you name it. I have to see actually the trophies list and all the stuff as well. So we're aiming to 100%. We're not going to rush this game. We're not actually like all mainstream YouTubers that just rush the story and that's it and then move on. We stay and we're going to do everything. So yeah, I'm going to try to present probably chapters of an hour or something like that and see what happens. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also like the videos, and I'll see you in the next one. So cheers for now. Bye bye.